This morning I'm doing one of my favorite summertime approaches, and that is fishing with a hopper and a dropper with a spinning rod, kind of like the approach that fly fishermen do, except with the spinning rod. And try it out a little here and want to tell you about it. What I'm doing, my lure is a Rebel crick hopper, which is a cricket or grasshopper profile lure that I twitch on the surface, which is something that I use a lot during the warm months for bluegill, bass, a little bit for trout, smallmouth bass in streams, a little bit of everything. And sometimes what I like to do is I'll put a fly fishing nymph on a 2 or 3 foot dropper line, just a little light monofilament line. And what happens is I throw that crick hopper out there, and when I twitch it, it dances along the top a lot like a cricket that got displaced out of the from where it was and ended up out in the water. It'll dance along the surface. Got my line a little twisted here, but it will dance along the surface, and then it kind of makes a little commotion when it's splashing and moving along. That gets the attention of the fish, and sometimes they'll come up and hit the crick hopper just like they would other times, but more often that gets their attention, and then just like that, they see that little nymph in front of them, and it's just irresistible. It's just a little tiny, looks like a little bitty meal that's just really easy to grab, and the crick hopper basically becomes like a bobber. It darts underneath the water and set the hook, and there you got the fish. And when I fish this way, that little bluegill here, I'll catch if I catch 10 fish. Some days I'll catch most of them on the crick hopper, but more days than not, I would say 7 out of 10 will be on the fly. But I'll also catch some on top and get those exciting top water strikes. Sometimes you double up. Sometimes you throw it out there and you get a splash and you reel it in, and there's 2 fish instead of one on the top and one on the bottom. But again, the tactic itself is real simple. Just cast it out there, let it sit a little bit, because that's what happens when a cricket or a grasshopper gets displaced. If you've ever seen one land in the water, they're going to sit there for a minute and try to get oriented. So that's how I'm going to start out. And then I'm going to just kind of twitch it a little bit. Sometimes I slowly reel so it wakes the top. Sometimes I twitch it, and it's just going to dance on the top, and that fly is going to kind of come up a little bit and drop down and gets their attention. And the 2 of them together is just a great combination. You can do it in ponds, you can do it in lakes, you can do it in streams, and just a really fun and productive way to catch fish.